Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And once again, it is the Barnes and Tony Show. Anthony, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing pretty well today, dude. Bright and early. Let's go, dude. It's hump day, Brian.
I mean, I don't remember the last time we went this early, Tony. I mean, maybe a year or no?
Probably, right?
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple times.
Right,
I forgot specifically why, but almost went Donut Delight this morning, but just, moving at a little slower pace.
Right,
the 5 a.m. alarm.
Yeah. No coffee?
No.
Home coffee.
This is the homemade.
Or the home coffee.
But was like fiending for like the Donut Delight pastries and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
dude.
Trying to take it easy.
Michael's hyped, dude.
He's hyped up. He's saying,
"Let's go!"
Just posted on Twitter to let the fam know. I know Barnes will love the photo.
Oh, boy.
Can we pull up the photo, Tony?
Yes, let's pull up the photo for everyone here at home.
We know Lonnie will see this on Twitter eventually.
Oh, yeah, dude. Let's see what down.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
wow,
dude.
dude, that was a classic photo last year.
Dude, yeah, what a time, huh?
Yeah. What a time when the Yankees still had a chance, Tony. And the
Oh,
Mets.
yeah, true.
But yeah, that was obviously a great one. But finally some good stuff for the Yankees last night. We'll get to that in a little bit. But we do have the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs tomorrow. So we have the FedEx St. Jude Championship from TPC Southwind in Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow.
Getting underway. And obviously, as we talked about on Monday, the top 70 from the regular season standings getting into this no-cut tournament here. It has a long history, was not always a, playoff event. But since they switched the playoff format from 4 events to 3, it became part of that rotation. So as you could imagine, every big name in the books here at TPC Southwind. But just to recap it, to give you an idea, going with the power rankings, we got Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, of course, the defending FedEx Cup champion, John Rahm, Patrick Cantley, Ricky Fowler, Xander Schauffele, Victor Hovland, Tony Finau,
Wow.
Tommy Fleetwood, Open champion Brian Harmon, Sam Burns, Corey Connors, Max Homa, Tyrrell Hatton, Jason Day, Wyndham Clark, the U.S. Open champion, Emiliano Grillo, Sepp Straka, Tom Kim, Jordan Spieth, Colin Morikawa, Russell Henley, Kirk Kitayama, Keegan Bradley, JT Poston. They actually went another 5 deep. I feel like usually it's the top 15, but I guess it's playoff time. I thought they were going to go top 70 at that point, right? That was top 25.
That's crazy.
So obviously this is going to be a great event. Anytime you have a star-studded field, yardage here 73.42, Bermuda greens, just to give you an idea too, I'm going to take a look at our recent history here. One thing that just stands out to me, it was a couple of years ago, but Brooks Koepka was in position to win, and I believe it was on 17, hit a ball right into the water, and ended up finishing in second. And that kind of started that downward projection, that we've seen from Brooks of recent. And when you go to the history of this, and we'll start before it switched into the playoff event. Last year of being a regular season event was 2018, but if you go back to 2015, you had Fabian Gomez 13 under par, Daniel Berger 13 under par in 2016, Daniel Berger repeating in 2017 at 10 under par, and then Dustin Johnson in 2019 or 2018 at 19 under par, a dominant 6-stroke victory over Andrew Putnam. Just when you go to the history of these PGA Tour events, I feel like I always have the same feeling where it's like, I really just miss DJ being in the field every week. I feel like he really brought something. And it's a shame. I mean, we'll see about this merger. I don't know if you saw this yesterday, Tony, but there's some question if it's actually going to get done.
Well, are you serious? What's in the way?
It wasn't finalized to begin with.
Right.
The whole element, with the, I guess the antitrust, I don't know, all the legalities, all that stuff.
Wait, so like if the deal doesn't go through, is Liv still going to pursue like legal?
I mean, you would think.
Yeah, dude.
It's really really tough to say. So that's something to keep an eye out for. But I think it was Tom Hoagie. There was a players meeting, I think on Monday, at the site of this, not WGC, but just FedEx St. Jude Invitational. So it'll be interesting to see, what comes out of it. But he was just saying that really not a done deal at all, and that not many players attended. But I think that's the worst thing for the game possible. And I know there's questions about just how it's going to work, where the money's coming from.
The merger itself, you're saying?
Yeah, we can't go back to war after the war seemingly was over.
Right. No, yeah, you're totally right. I mean, I feel like, something where it seemed like the PGA had their backs against the walls in terms of making a decision on the merger. Now, all of a sudden, they're not going to do the merger. And then, like, it just, like you said, I feel like it caused like an absolute rift within the golf community, between the players, between fans, golf courses. Like, it just caused an absolute fissure. And I just feel like with that divide, I mean, not to mention, the whole point of this was PGA wouldn't be able to pay for the legal services, didn't want to open their books and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I feel like this deal gets done,
Yeah, you would think. But it's just the uncertainty, is really tough when it comes down to it. So, also, I was going to 2018 there. And then, last year we did have Will Zalatoris. He won, and he's obviously out for the season. He was 15 under. So kind of a common theme here. We've kind of run the scores, between 10 and, 15 under par. So not like 30 unders winning it. So kind of in the middle in terms of scoring. And of course, all the FedEx Cup points that you get for winning this tournament, really will be, key in seeing, who comes out top, especially, the Comcast top 10, with Scheffler, Rory, and Rahm. It seems like, they're going to be the ones they're going to win this. But, who's to say some guys lower here, like Xander Schauffele, like Ricky Fowler, if they win a tournament or, God forbid, two of these, that'll really change things, shake things up. So I think it's going to be a very exciting finish. But before I get to your selection here, Tony, do you think there's any type of chance that the winner of the FedEx Cup playoffs comes outside the top three of, Scheffler, McIlroy, and Jon Rahm?
I do not, personally.
You just think they've been in control all season, ride the momentum, get the job done?
Absolutely.
Who's winning? Who's winning this week?
Jon Rahm.
Really?
Yes.
Been struggling though.
I know. I think it's why I think he's due, dude.
He is due. And we're all pulling for it, I think, to say the least. It seems like too that there's this common sentiment that a lot of people are kind of get annoyed by Rory. Have you ever felt annoyed by Rory?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, someone who has obviously, we've been talking about a lot about wasted talent, on this show the past week or so. And I just feel like as a fan, I mean, you watch him kind of really struggle a lot of times, either down the stretch or at the very end. And it just seems like, it's someone who, we've seen make great shots. We've seen look like a, championship golfer. But it just seems like some maybe mental mistakes get in his way. So it's almost like, yeah, I mean, the people get frustrated knowing what he's capable of, but he just can't like mentally get over that hump. Yeah, certainly frustrating, Ryan.
Yeah, and it just like because obviously the major list drought continues for Rory, and it would be kind of ironic. And I know the way the order of sequence, it's like he's won. I think it's like 20 because last year I guess 2022, so it was like 2019, 22, and I think 17. So he's like kind of going every other year a couple times.
Okay.
But I'm saying it would be ironic that he would win, the FedEx Cup playoffs again. You get all that money. I think it's $17 million for winning it. So it's just like kind of interesting where, you're going to win less, a lot less if just by winning a major. But like, do you think there's any kind of gratitude there? Like if he does win again, and it's like, hey, I didn't win a major this year, but I won the season-ending tournament for $17 million.
I mean, yeah, I would say there's a lot of gratification in that.
But what about if you honestly, if it was you, and you're going through this major list drought, you made $20 million plus last year, and then you were to not win a major again this year. The drought's running to 10. But you just made another $20 million this year. I mean, how would you feel at that point?
I mean, I would still feel happy. I would certainly enjoy the win. The win is a win, major or not. And plus the field is still competitive. I mean, this is something you kind of build towards too. Like a lot of things culminate,
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I guess there would be a sense of I still like I gotta win, I got another major.
Yeah.
So like satisfied, certainly, but not necessarily that complacent or content, really.
Yeah. It's just it's just so interesting. I mention it all the time. It's like these majors for tennis and for golf, they've just become so big, and you don't really have anything like that in any other sport. And I know it's different because it's an individual sport. But they're all tournaments, they all have talented players, but these majors have taken a life of their own, and in some cases make these other tournaments seem almost irrelevant. But I think that that's kind of a media thing too, because if you think about it, I mean, it's just so hard to win that any type of win can't be minimized.
Right. Yeah, no. I think you're totally right. But like to your point, I mean, I do think the media does, glorify obviously the majors and stuff like that, which I mean, it's fine.
So you're blaming Nance for Augusta?
Yeah, it's all his fault, dude. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a little bit of that, and then obviously, I mean, you see it too in the players. I mean, players, skip the tournaments that aren't as important, right? So it's just that also I think kind of contributes to it, but I don't think there's any changing that,
Yeah, I just think like, and obviously, gotta sneeze a lot.
Do it. And on the other end, bless you. For someone,
very good pickup there.
Yeah, for someone who's, maybe, like not a big name golfer, he wins a major. He kind of puts his name on the map. Certainly solidifies his name in history, for winning that tournament. So it kind of goes both ways in terms of good and bad,
Yeah, and it's not like golf is just not easy in any form. So it's not like you could just be like even though I would be tempted to do this, like you're mentioning about like sitting out tournaments. But if I was a golfer, it's like I would almost like kind of get riled to take advantage of those scenarios where maybe I'm in there and then there's no one within 10 of me in the world rankings.
Yeah.
Like I'm far and ahead the most talented. Like I would want to just clean up. Like,
I know,
let's go.
You would, right?
Like let's golf, Tony.
Trophies, dude.
Let's golf. Okay. So I don't know. I feel like this could potentially be destiny. And it seems unlikely. but he is in the Comcast Business Tour top 10. I think Ricky Fowler wins this week, and he wins the Tour Championship at East Lake.
Wow.
And then that completes the comeback. Tell me that doesn't make sense, Sonny.
No, yeah, it makes sense, dude.
Obviously well behind there in the standings. So I mean, can you look up to how many? I know we looked this up. What is it? 1,000 points for the win, and normally they're 500.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I can't see it being more than 1,000. I was just trying to do the math there because he's at 17, the leader's at 33. So, it feels like he would basically be in the first place anyway. Would have to
2,000 FedEx points. It says.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So you'd with 2,000 FedEx,
With just
he
this
would be
win,
leading, right?
Yeah,
Ricky?
yeah, with just this weekend.
Yeah, because that'd be
dude.
27. Oh,
I
and then it
guess
depends
depending on where
Rom
Rom
finishes.
places. Yeah.
But that's an interesting storyline. Just outside that top 10 too is Jason Day, another guy that really a similar age to Ricky, kind of went through the same thing. He's right there. Same thing with Keegan Bradley too. I was there for his win at the Travelers. It's been a while since he's been in that type of position. So definitely interesting. And look at the earnings there. I mean, we've never seen anything like this. Scotty with 19, Rom just under 17. And then you got, Victor and Wyndham Clark both over $10 million. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, really impressive.
I'm just curious. Go down to number 70. I want to see how much money they've made if we'd be content. Ben Griffin, $1.8 million. Would that work with you, Tony?
Yeah.
JT out of the playoffs, but still made $3.2 million.
Kind of ridiculous.
It's a shame that he couldn't get in.
I know.
What do you think of how they moved, from 125 to 70 to start the playoffs? Do you think that was the right move or no?
And then there's no cut, right?
No cut, yeah.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, I think it's just, but again, what we see in sports, that dying, that forever need to just change things, switch things up. And we saw them do that a little bit with the schedule, and there's some sponsor changes for next season. But what do you think, though? I know you're kind of saying you don't see how the deal, doesn't get done, but do you think that it could be potentially detrimental to the PGA Tour, that it could cease to exist if this merger doesn't go through, just given all this money that has to be paid out to these players?
I mean, bless you.
The allergies.
I know,
here
crazy
this
dude.
Morning, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that glue.
It could be the glue.
Yeah.
Out of it, actually, what are you talking about?
There's a canister of glue in front of your laptop.
Couldn't see it, Tony.
I mean, detrimental to the PGA. Yeah, I mean, it definitely would cause issues, dude. I don't know. I don't know. I can't see the PGA just not existing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that'd be kind of drastic. But again, that's something that I'm sure, the ownership, the chairman, the board of the PGA obviously want to avoid. So, I mean, they're going to do everything in their power to keep making money, to stay afloat. So, I don't know. I'm pretty confident that this deal gets done.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't, then, I mean, if it doesn't, that's definitely spells trouble.
It really does. It really does. And I know there's just animosity, between the especially really, I feel like the tide is almost turned. I think the guys on the PGA Tour miss having the live guys, but the live guys have this chip on their shoulder that they had to take all this abuse by going over there. Then there's talk about, well, if there is a merger, they're going to have to pay fines, serve suspensions. And I feel like that's a little sour grapes there out of the PGA Tour if they're really going to go through with that.
I mean, I think that's kind of ridiculous. You can't do that.
Yeah.
We're going to merge and we're still going to punish you?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
And we took the money that you took, but we're not getting punished.
Yeah, dude.
It's like,
stop it.
Insane. You know what I'm going to ask you, Tony? Sleeper.
So we're talking sleeper, someone
outside the top 30.
The top 30?
Yeah, we're going world ranking. Yep. Gotta do it.
JT Poston.
Wow, that was quick.
Bang.
And actually, just as quick, Cam Young.
Yeah.
Let's go, right?
Yeah, let's go is right.
I think you've always been a Cam Young guy.
Yes. I mean, how could you not be a fan?
Kind of had an up and down season, but I believe recently he's had a couple nice finishes. I don't. Does this have his tournament results? Yeah.
Bang. 3M Open. Missed the cut. Before that, Royal Liverpool.
That's what it was. Royal Liverpool, eighth,
sixth of the
sixth,
John
yeah.
Deere.
Yeah. So I knew there was something there,
Yeah,
Tony.
man.
Completely blanked out though. Who did you say for your sleeper?
JT Poston.
JT, the postman, Tony.
Yeah, dude, let's go.
I did not expect that one out of you.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, my not that my hands are tied a little bit, but out of the top 30, Bo Hosier. Is that who I'm going to pick, dude?
Hostler.
JJ Spawn.
Jeez, Adam Scott and JT out, but Steven Yeager and Sam Stevens in, Tony.
That's crazy.
Dude, allergies. Have you had any allergies recently?
Knock on wood. No, I haven't.
There's got to be. Maybe it is this glue. What is this glue for? I'm guessing for one of the costumes.
Yeah, for Zed's costume.
I mean, can Zed take it easy? Like we need to overdo it with the glue, Tony? Or?
I mean, we're very worried. You got to keep it together, man.
It was kind of interesting just to kind of wrap up this golf talk, and obviously, we'll give a leaderboard update tomorrow on this tournament. But I did play myself yesterday at Griff Harris in Greenwich, and it's kind of interesting. I think I told you about this a while ago, but they've always been very stiff there in terms of the staff at the course. You go on the Google reviews. I'm big on the Google reviews, Tony.
We know that.
Everybody's saying, they run it like it's Augusta National, starters rude, all this stuff. And when I was there, probably I think it was the first time I ever played the course, 4 or 5 years ago. And it was maybe end of July, first week of August. So it's getting dark, 8:10, 8:15. And it was 7:20. And the starter literally right next to me. Yep, last hole. Gotta go. Like dead serious. And it's there's so much sunlight left.
Yeah.
And then I tried to just ignore him and keep going. But it was one of these things where there's a hole. Then you got to drive through this path. And, so it's kind of a long to get to the next hole. He's standing right there. So I had to just be just call it. Unfortunately, yesterday I was getting a little nervous, had a tee time, got to the 18th tee box, and they do this horn to let cart's got to be in, guys. And once again, we got at least 20 minutes. So it's actually dark out.
Right.
So the guy's going this old guy, but, too lazy to get out of the cart. So I'm thinking, oh, geez, are we really not going to be able to finish 18 right now? But just standard pat. And then the guy just went in. So I guess maybe the complaining, did its job, but we were able to finish the 18. I just hate that anxiety of not getting an 18. And obviously we were just talking about you've only had, I guess your career high was 2 rounds, in a season, but especially that given, would you feel the same thing? If you could only play 16, if you could only play 17, so tight, just wanting to get that 18th hole in.
I mean, I would be a little tight, but at this point, I'd be happy with
just
anything.
Getting out of the golf course. It is really nice there, though. Honestly,
yeah.
I feel like pristine, honestly, but green's a little tricky. Once again, kind of a little struggle on the front 9. Because it's just slow and fast.
Right.
Really, I feel like it's reading greens is half of your score, honestly. So difficult to judge speeds, breaks, especially those breaks at the last second. It's it can just be so frustrating.
I could imagine, dude. What up? How much does it cost to play at this course?
So yesterday, I feel because it was twilight, I want to say it was 55.
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean that's basically your average. I mean, I think the lowest, because it went up a little bit, the lowest at Stanford's 42. And really, I mean, yeah, you're not anywhere getting an 18 cart, not going to be under 40 at this point, which really, I mean, isn't bad. I mean, I've had Pound Ridge is 175, Centennial 155, the pristine courses, Tony.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. Quality.
Really?
PGA
Wow, dude.
It's just one of those things from the surface.
175
for a round, but then you're out there and you hear, the birds chirping.
Oh, dude.
No one inside the soft grass, Tony. Why do we have to be so far away, Tony? From the opening tee shot. Who's winning the Masters next year?
That's a good question. Rory?
Really, though? You really feel like it, though? Because I feel like every time I ask you, like, oh, is this going to be Rory? And you're like, no.
I know, dude. But I don't know. I feel like he, I don't know, man. I mean, it's so tough to say.
But that's your guess if you had to.
Right now, early, like way too early prediction, Rory, yeah.
And do you feel like once he does win a major, that's the breakthrough, and then he starts kind of, winning a few more? Like, and it's a lot easier than.
Yeah, I could see him maybe winning 2 majors in 1 year.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. That anything beyond that, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, that's amazing.
But he kind of like, isn't it kind of similar like with baseball? Like, I feel like with Rory, because like we see it in front of us, talent-wise and stuff, but it's like that putting it together, like the DNA, it's like always a question.
Always
it's
a
like,
struggle for him.
I feel like it very much is a parallel.
Yeah. Very good parallel.
So it'll be interesting to see, what happens, and should be an exciting finish to the golf season. And I would imagine too, we'll be kind of just about getting underway when this tournament, finishes up on Sunday at the Horseshoe.
Wow, that's correct.
So
this Sunday Horseshoe, let's go, dude.
Not too bad.
You ever try? You ever go into the clubhouse at any of these golf courses? Like, you ever eat there?
Yeah. Actually, well, like, remember I sent you the picture when I was in Massachusetts, just ate there. And then you have to try, because we can even go there in the winter because it's open all year round. The restaurant where the course next to me, Zodi's.
Really? That's your favorite?
Yeah.
The
No,
best.
you would, Tony, I'm telling you, it's a place, especially if we and the guy kind of knows me a little bit. So that would be awesome if we could actually get a broadcast there.
Oh yeah,
because it's a neighborhood place. Like I said, like so many people go there that aren't golfing.
Right.
The same bartenders always there. And it's just like really, really good food because golf courses typically, like, especially not like a pristine golf course, especially the food is gonna be disgusting. And like this, like great nachos, spicy chili, the short rib and chicken marsala there.
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
What's it called? Zodi's?
Zodi's.
Zodi's.
Look it up. I want to see. Give me 5 reviews. Read them off. Go.
ZOTTI?
ZODDYS.
Jesus.
Oh, no. ZODYS. Effort. What do we got?
403 Google reviews. This
4.6.
guy, Mike Chisholm, which sounds like, someone we should know.
Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm, dude, says, we were traveling and spent the night in Stanford. We ventured out from the hotel room and found Zodi's. Pulling into the parking lot, a gentleman at the front door pointed us to an empty parking spot and greeted us at the door. He showed us the table, took the time to ask how are our days going and where we were from. The waitress was very friendly and helpful, not hovering, but was there when we needed something. The atmosphere very welcoming, and the menu has a wide variety of offerings. Pizza was one of the best we've ever had.
See, that's the pizza.
See, like where are you traveling from, huh?
Yeah.
Where are you traveling from?
You can't get
the fucking Boondocks, dude. Come on.
Everything else amazing. The garlic bread, Tony.
This guy says atmosphere great, very friendly. Appetizers, fried galamad, stuffed mushrooms, the entree, grilled salmon with lobster sauce. We're all delicious. Food 5 out of 5. Everything's 5 out of 5. They have parking space, plenty of parking options, free parking lot, dude. Wow. Cozy atmosphere. I mean, the photos look nice, dude.
I'm like I literally, like, I know it's.
Did we get breakfast? We had breakfast and dessert. Interesting, dude.
I haven't had breakfast there, but I have to say, like, that dessert even right now, I haven't eaten anything all day.
Dude,
that
ice cream
looks like some type of like pecan pie type of thing with ice cream.
Honestly, I don't even know like what. Where am I? Oh, here we go, right here. Yeah, here we go. I don't even know what this is, to be honest.
But right, don't you want it though? Regardless,
I do want it. Do you think it's pecan pie? Really?
No, maybe brownie, right?
Yeah, it looks a little bit more bright, but it looks like almost like a toffee.
Yeah. But like, tell me you couldn't get into that right now.
Dude, for some reason, I've been having just an absolute hankering for chocolate, dude.
Really?
This is the inside, very nice.
Yeah.
She
Yo,
seems
old school.
happy.
Old
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Looks like we got some shrimp and feta cheese salad thing going on. Olives, craisins. Terrible photo, but we got some scallops with some type of rice here.
Yeah, they have the patio outside.
This is very nice, dude.
You go there a little later, it overlooks the 1st and 10th tee box. So you can watch everybody tee
Oh,
off.
that's sick, dude. Stella in the nice glass, dude.
Tony, there's some drinking.
The drinking, Brian.
The
The corned beef hash, dude.
Oh,
whatever is the French onion soup.
French
What am I
onion
looking at?
soup.
Oh, dude. Wow, the nice green doors,
Yep.
dude. The Caesar salad, Brian. Oh, the Guinness, dude.
Like,
that looks good. Wow, the nighttime. Again, these people with their photos are funny. That looks horrible.
no, but I'm telling you, Tony.
The birthday parties, dude.
Bar food. Yeah, all right. Let's get the mask out of there.
Bar food, very good, dude.
We gotta do it. We really gotta do
steak
golf,
and cheese, dude. The ketchup.
and then eat thereafter. Yeah, the steak and cheese is unbelievable.
The nachos,
dude.
Dude.
I'm telling you, those nachos are so good. Are you big like a spicy chili with nachos? Like you're real into it.
Absolutely, dude. I love a chili.
Anything that stands out other than the Archie's nachos with like a chili.
Oh yeah,
other places like
I mean, Little Goose chili, amazing.
Little Goose,
dude. Yeah,
right.
There's definitely another place that does good with their chili, and then honestly, Little Pub,
dude. I haven't had Little Pub in a long time. Are you talking about Stratford or Fairfield?
Fairfield is the only one I've been to.
Okay. But yeah, wow, yeah, Little Pub, definitely pretty good.
What a throwback, dude.
Are you hungry, buddy, right now?
Starved.
Wait, or what do you getting country cow after?
I think we have bagels coming from Village.
Bagels coming?
Yeah, bagels coming, dude.
Dozen assorted?
No, actually, custom orders. I got a jalapeno cheddar bagel with cream cheese. Dude,
jalapeno
toasted.
cheddar. Yeah. But from the Westport one, I just had a jalapeno egg and hash brown last weekend. Sam picked it up for me.
Oh wow!
No, not jalapeno cheddar, but just jalapeno
bagel.
So, like a lot of spice.
Yeah, dude,
really good.
Jalapenos are like the best spicy pepper because it's flavor, spice. It's so good.
It's crazy too because I feel like I was always like, oh, like jalapeno. It's too hot. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, and now I'm like real excited to have jalapenos.
Yeah,
and then in the bagel too, because it like kind of neglects the hotness a little bit by having that base.
Yeah.
You know? So I completely blanked. You said jalapeno bagel, and then what else?
Cream cheese.
Just cream cheese. Okay. Yeah. Now, do you like the egg sandwiches from Village too, or do you just need it with cream cheese? Like the egg kind of like.
Oh no, go egg sandwich for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just one bagel.
Yeah, just the one.
If it was the dozen and you could kind of just, have what you want, you think a lock for two?
Yeah, I think so. At least 1.5, dude. But
yeah, it's weird. I never have cream cheese anymore. Like it definitely is good in spots.
Yeah.
For some reason, one of my favorite combinations is actually cinnamon raisin with cream cheese. Do you like that one or no?
Yeah, cinnamon raisin have grown on it, dude.
Yeah.
I've actually made, this was a couple months ago, sausage, egg, and cheese on cinnamon raisin.
Oh.
The salty and the sweet, so good.
Yeah,
never been to the Westport Village Bagels though.
Yeah,
always pass by across from Shake Shack over there. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the same.
Yeah. Well, I mean, locations, varies from place to place.
I will say though, kind of tight on how the Westport one is, but Fairfield grill closes at 1. You can't get anything you can't get eggs after 1.
So, how are they still open? Like I guess if you're getting
cold sandwiches, salads.
Yeah. Wow, tight.
It is a little tight, dude.
You know what else? I don't know if have you been to Stu Leonard's?
Yeah,
recently or it's been a while.
No, been a while.
They have just a Asiago cheese.
Yeah, you like that?
No, but like I'm telling you, warm, fresh
bagel.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Really.
That like some of the best bagels that stand out. That and then Brugger's the cinnamon toast bagel.
Oh wow!
Like having a donut, basically.
Yeah.
So good. Growing up, I feel like you used to have a lot of bagels. Like barely ever have a bagel at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely way less for me than I was growing up, because I used to, every Saturday night, my mother come home from work,
Yeah.
would stop at the bagel place, fresh bagels. It'd still be hot when she
Yeah.
brings them home, and it's like, just have one right now.
Oh no, Brian.
Oh no.
Wait, we got Josh B.
Josh B. He goes, holy early, Batman. Didn't even realize y'all were on so early. Let's go,
Yeah,
dude.
let's go, Josh B. He knows it. What do you think Josh B is having for breakfast right now?
Dude, I think that him taking care of the kids.
Yep.
He's probably having like their leftover scraps of like eggs and some toast, dude.
Not bad.
I think that's a
Not
reality
bad.
situation. No, it's never bad, dude. Come on. Maybe he made a couple slices of bacon for himself too,
Right now, personal chef whip up any type of breakfast meal for you right now. What would it be?
Any type of breakfast meal. Just because I've been feeling it, honestly, I want 3 eggs over easy. Why is that so funny?
Nah, that's just the way you're saying it. It's hilarious. So 3 over.
3 eggs over easy. Nice toasted bagel, everything bagel.
Yeah.
With butter. Maybe a couple sausage links on the side and some hash browns.
Solid.
Oh, dude, there's nothing like that.
I feel like
I
feel like I would have to go French toast side of corned beef hash. How about that? Corned beef hash, Tony, or no?
Love corned beef hash.
Like, don't have it too much either, which is interesting. So
chips.
Chips.
Chips is a great corn.
Oh, chips. Like okay, I got you. I'm thinking like actual chips. Are you getting another Cumbie's coffee today?
No, definitely not, dude. Donut in is probably imminent, dude.
Donut in imminent.
When's the last time you've been to Chips?
Oh my God.
I know, right? It's been forever.
Well, because there used to be the one in Trumbull, and then since that one went out, I think is there Fairfield and Milford? I guess they're still open.
Fairfield, definitely.
I think Milford.
Milford, sure.
But I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like aside from the pancakes, everything else is kind of like questionable. Yeah.
It's just like, it's like any other diner, I feel. It's like nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Even the pancakes too. I've had better pancakes.
Yeah. Anywhere around here that stands out?
Pancakes?
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing, dude. That stands out. Chips is good. Galaxy Diner is also good. Galaxy Diner was the big spot, at Sacred Heart.
Okay.
Right on Main Street.
Yeah, I definitely. Okay.
Right next to like Mary Canteen and McDonald's.
Yeah, no, I've had there before. We're Andros with Matthew. No,
Andros is a great spot, but Michael and Matthew had a bad experience there
recently.
This was maybe like a month, maybe 2 months ago.
Okay, what happened?
They went to a late night, at the bar, ate.
Yep.
They said that they both felt ill afterwards.
Well, remember, I think it was when we were all there. It might even have been you. Somebody got a strawberry milkshake and it looked like Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, no, I think that was. Did
Renee?
I get the shake?
Or maybe Renee?
No, I think I did get a shake. I feel.
Okay.
It tasted like absolute like fake things.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, what are you doing?
I know. Like, what? Like, how do you put this out? Have you tasted this?
Josh B's getting kind of into it a little.
Josh was getting riled for breakfast. He goes, my go-to breakfast is a Dominican breakfast called mango con tres golpes. He says basically it's boiled mashed plantains. Plantains are really good. With fried salami, fried cheese, and a fried medium egg pickled red onion.
Is that interesting or what?
That is very interesting. Pickled red onion is so good. Pickled onions are so good.
Yeah.
Medium egg. Medium's all right, I guess. Fried cheese, Brian. I don't know about the fried
Have you ever
cheese.
had fried cheese curds, Tony?
Oh, dude, of course.
But in Milwaukee, wow.
Really?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Milwaukee. Let's go there, dude.
Right? It's solid to go to a Bucks game, honestly. That'd be nice.
Brewers
right?
playing tonight.
Brew. I don't know. Just tight with Yelich. If he was still sick,
Almost batting 300 though. I know he has like 12 home runs.
But it's just so weak, though.
Weak.
It is. But
fried salami, dude. Oh, fried salami sounds good. You ever have spam? Do you ever do spam before, Brian?
That makes me, just the thought of it makes me actually want to throw up. Literally.
It is kind of tough.
Yeah. Why you're a big spam guy?
Sophomore year, college.
No way.
Fried spam and eggs.
Like, was this like a rugby thing?
No, this was just like I did this thing.
I swear to you, like I was like really hungry, like really looking forward to eating after this, and then I was just on spam. Like like I'll be okay, but get a little nauseous. Just thinking about it.
God.
So, in order to switch that up, let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it, Skip. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
Well, that finally came into play last night, huh?
Yeah, right.
Josh B, tight on the spam though, huh?
And the spam, dude.
Did you expect him to kind of be a little riled? I mean, he's going, fried salami.
Yeah, I kind of thought he'd be like, "Yeah, I've made spam before."
I
Like,
really
flip on
can't.
spam, dude.
But now you're saying it's a little tough. But like back then, you were like hyped up, like, yeah, we're having spam, yeah.
Well, it really was more of a nostalgia thing to me because my grandmother used to make spam. And
Oh, okay, okay,
So I thought, like, oh, and honestly, Brian, like, you fry up the spam
yeah.
in some butter. Get a nice,
But isn't this spam from like a horse's ass or something? Like,
you really don't know where it's from, dude. I don't think.
it's just
It's
like
canned processed meat.
that part. Tony sounds a little tough to take.
I know, dude. I mean, it's basically ham in a can. It's
I don't know, just the thought, of it. It's like almost like having caviar or something.
what do you have against caviar?
Just disgusting.
Spam contains 6 ingredients, so pretty good. It's a
I
mix.
swear to God, I can't even look at the picture. I'm not kidding.
Really?
I think it's just because I'm starving, and then just like looking at that, like just the thought of like I have a tough time thinking, Tony. I know you have these big memories of spam, but like right now, if it's right in front of you, just like housing like a big portion, I don't think you could do it without hurling.
I mean, like, are we talking like you're talking raw out of the can, just like the glob and just taking a bite of it?
Yeah, dude. I'm not usually like this, but I swear to God, just thinking about it, I'm struggling.
Stop
Dead
thinking
serious.
about it.
I can't stop thinking about you for the idea, man.
Yeah. All right, we're done with this spam. We're done with this spam. dude.
We're with Josh B.
First of all, Josh says, no. It's nothing close to caviar.
No.
What do you think it's caviar?
No,
dude?
you know what it was? I could see this like happening to you. I got sushi and I didn't realize that like it had caviar in it, and it was just disgusting.
But like, what's bad? Like, what's bad about caviar? You're like,
I don't know. I guess that texture.
like you ate it and it was all okay, and then someone was like, "No, that's caviar."
No. It was like just it was tough to go down. I'd eat this spam if need be.
He goes, "I'd starve over eating." Wow, so he's tight on caviar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
dude.
caviar is one of those things like Tony. It's ridiculous. It doesn't taste good. It's $1 million. Like, what are we doing?
No, yeah, you're very true. I've never really. I think I've maybe had it once in my life, and it wasn't like caviar and a tostini. It was like on sushi or something. Like,
Yeah.
which it was just like okay.
What else did he say?
It's raw fish eggs.
Ew. Because I forgot you like sushi or no?
I love sushi.
But like the tuna and like the raw fish, salmon and stuff.
Yeah, salmon roll, tuna roll, whatever you want.
Now over the shrimp tempura or no?
My go-to order, I would order 2 rolls,
Yeah.
spicy crunch tuna, and a shrimp tempura.
Shrimp
roll.
tempura. But if
So-
you had to pick between those two,
I guess it kind of depends on my mood, I suppose, but I guess I would go shrimp tempura.
it really shrimp tempura is insane.
I mean, I love shrimp. Shrimp is so good. Shrimp is delicious.
No, I'm telling you,
Love
Sushi
shrimp.
X. I haven't mentioned it in a while, but in Stanford,
Really?
like the endless with the kitchen appetizers,
Right.
actually good quality.
Is it good quality?
No, I'm not kidding.
Bottomless sushi always scares me.
Not kidding. Pooch has probably consumed more sushi than anybody in the Northeast, and it's his favorite place.
Really?
Just, I'm telling you, and you know me, Tony. I'm not telling you something is good quality if it's not.
Right.
Like, that's just one thing that's just not happening. Because I'd be tight. I'm not. What are we doing?
You
You,
would
know,
be
the most like because I think it's a little cheaper during the week. $40 and full kitchen like appetizer menu plus whatever sushi you want.
Wow.
I always just literally just get, it's called the firecracker roll because it is a shrimp tempura,
Oh,
but then they put the
wow.
crab meat on top,
Oh, wow.
the shredded crab meat.
Oh, that sounds so good.
And then do you just go soy sauce or
Wasabi.
spicy too? Oh, wasabi.
Yeah, wasabi in the soy sauce.
Wasabi in the soy sauce, but what about the spicy mayo too, or no?
No, I don't like that.
I just like just straight soy, but sometimes like it's a little too much.
Like the salt or
Like just I'm saying like when you like kind of really like fill
Douse
up
it
the
in.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like just like a nice taste.
no wasabi for you, dude?
It's too hot.
You tried it?
Yeah. It's like the green stuff, right?
It's the green stuff, dude.
Yeah. No, because I've had it by accident and it's like
I've seen people put globs of it on the sushi. And I'm like, how? Like, that's crazy.
it almost sounds as good as Spam. Come on.
Wow, dude.
I'm not a sushi
Sushi guy either, not a
I'm
big seafood guy.
I mean shrimp. I mean, you cannot beat some good shrimp.
Shakura.
Sakura shrimp. Shrimp fillet. Dude, if I had more time, honestly, I would get the combo for lunch from Sakura. It's been a long time today. But
No,
not in the cards.
We gotta go there, dude. What
I
do you
know.
want to do? You want to do Saturday?
Saturday?
Saturday.
Sunday. Monday.
Can't do Sunday. Sports board.
Friday.
Friday. This Friday?
Yeah.
I think we can do this Friday.
Wow. We'll have to try to set that up. That would be
Yes.
crazy.
Double check with Mike.
The
Renee.
noodles, dude.
Dude, the noodles.
And then
the
the
rice.
the Sapporos.
Oh, yes, the Sapporo.
The Sapporos are really good.
I love Sapporo.
My
dude.
Thai.
Oh, dude. The drinking.
Dude, the rock shrimp appetizer.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
There's sushi there too.
Yeah. All right. So on to the diamond, Tony.
Let's go, dude.
You know, the Yankees thrown a lifeline last night, virtue of the Blue Jays and Red Sox losing. Yankees getting the job done 7-1. And it was kind of interesting because, you know, Lonnie's been big on me, you know, coming over to the dark side with him and Josh B, that the season's over
dude.
and all
Love
of this.
it,
And it's
love
funny.
it, love it.
It's funny. I have to say, you know, it was B, I know you're not hopping back on the Yankees train.
Oh.
And it was funny. It was funny because I started out the night. You know, I got back from golf kind of late. You know, I want to say probably by the time the game was in like the second inning, bottom of the second, top of the third, you know, I'm eating Chipotle and I like didn't even put the game on because I was just like was really tight about, you know, last night and of course just the way things have gone recently. But then I was like, you know, I'm following along my phone and then all of a sudden I see it's 2-0, 3-0. So I'm like, all right, like now we're watching. And I mean, really just a solid performance all around and kind of the opposite of what we've seen from them recently, just in terms of getting clutch hits, you know, pitching out of key situations. And of course, I mean, it's against Chicago, but there's just things have been so bad that, you know, you'll take it any way you can get it. You know, with the win 59-55, moved from 5.5 back to 4.5 back of the third wild card spot. Clark Schmidt, Tony, I think he's third in the majors this year, starts allowing 1 run or fewer.
Oh, wow.
19 of them.
That's crazy.
So, you know, it would just, I mean, think about, you know, we spent a good almost month talking about how Clark Schmidt's not a major league pitcher. Got to get him out of the rotation, name in the bullpen. Here we are, and he's like their 3 starter at worst.
Yeah.
You know, so he was locked in last night. 5 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and 1 solo home run allowed to Luis Robert. You know, the bullpen did their job for the Yankees. Michael King, you know, he's kind of gone back and forth between pitching every day, not every day, but pitching 1 inning, you know, every other day or whatever, and then having these big appearances. He went 2 2/3, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts. You know, Michael K was commenting on how dialed in he looked. I think he was hitting 98 on the radar
Oh,
gun.
wow, okay.
Had bite with the sweeper.
Mhm.
And it was kind of interesting because he came in with 2 on, and then struck out the first 4 batters that he faced.
Wow.
So that was big out of Michael King. ERA now sitting at 2.88. And then a great story. Pitched the bottom of the 9th here. Jonathan Loaizaga, first appearance since April, hitting 98 on the gun.
Nice.
12 pitches, 9 strikes, 1 strikeout. So, I think it's huge having him back because you think about King, you think about Loaizaga, you think about Clay Holmes, and then you still have Ian Hamilton, Wandy Peralta. So it really, Keenan Middleton as well. It really lengthens the bullpen. So
you're riled.
yeah, I mean for the pitching, yeah. I mean Schmidt, it's really because you think about it, he always had a lot of hype. He was a first round pick out of South Carolina. I think it was 2017, if I'm not mistaken. He almost, tell me I'm wrong, and I know it's different, starter and reliever, but his trajectory almost reminds me of Michael King.
Yeah.
Because look at as so bad, has to go. And now the flip, it's the script is completely flipped.
Yeah.
So Clark, moves to 8-6 on the season. And like I said, ERA down to 4.23. In terms of the offense, there was a lot made of. You were talking about yesterday. I think they had left on 31 runners the previous 2 games. This game, 2 for 7, which with runners in scoring position, which I know isn't anything crazy, Tony. But actually, 2 out of 6 is 333. So 2 out of 7.
I don't know. What do you want? You want to calculate, dude?
What's your guess? I'm gonna do it.
280.
285.
All right.
So 285, not too bad. And a guy that stepped up for the Yankees all season, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, with a double in that top of the 4th inning to score McKinney and Giancarlo Stanton, who didn't need to be airlifted to home plate. I'm telling you though, I still think he's like really athletic. I'm not kidding. I think it's just like a complete, I know you think, I think that he doesn't have anything left in the tank.
He doesn't, dude. There's no way. There's no way you can call him athletic after that. That's ridiculous.
Well, you don't think he's holding back at all?
No.
That's ridiculous.
If Pete Alonso did that, what would you say?
Well, I would say he was never fast to begin with.
Oh, okay.
But Giancarlo Stanton.
Was he ever really fast?
Yeah. He's still like, come on. I just, come on. The way, like, rounding third and just, like, stopping there, like, he's not that, like, that's just, like, I don't know. He didn't want to slide, like, whatever. Like, not trying to pull anything. We saw him, like, slide late into that double, and then he was out for a while after that, earlier in the year. So, you understand what he's trying to avoid here. Brian.
You set it up, Brian. Me and him, 40-yard dash. Okay, we'll see who wins.
Josh B agrees with me.
Scared to get hurt, it seems. But you can't play scared. Can't do that.
But what do you think about what he said is going to happen every so often, like once a month, it feels like? With the Yankees, like, having, like, a solid, like, perfect performance.
No, I think he's right.
I thought you said they're making the playoffs.
They definitely could.
Never know. Who actually too is heating up is Harrison Bader.
Yeah, he's good over there, huh?
He had a great performance last night. You look at the numbers, 3 for 5 in RBI, and he had a single in the 4th there that scored IKF. That made it 3-0. Jake Bowers again up with the bases loaded. He was robbed the previous game on a hard shot to first. This one, he almost actually really hits a grand slam. Really hits it to the warning track. But that scored Harrison Bader to make it 4-0. As I mentioned, Clark Schmidt there in the bottom of the 4th, giving a home run up to Luis Robert. And that was 346 feet to left, an absolute bomb. And it's kind of interesting too. You look at Robert, it seems like, he's been around, like, he's established, hasn't had a good year until this year. He just turned 26. Obviously we know how the White Sox are doing this season. What would you do if you were them? Would you try to build around him, or would you try to, like, replenish this team?
I don't know. I think you got to start over with the White Sox, honestly.
It's crazy though, but it's like so many guys. Like, you think about that team, all the guys underperforming: Eloy Jimenez, Tim Anderson, Yoan Moncada.
Yeah.
He's only played 50 games, but he's hitting 216 with 3 homers and 16
Oh.
RBIs. And he was
crazy.
the crown jewel in the Chris Sale trade.
Yeah, dude.
So it's just amazing, how much the guy that really surprised me though is Jimenez. I thought he was gonna be like 40
Crazy
home run
good.
guy.
I know. I mean, they're all really. I mean, you think about their team, like you think about the White Sox. I don't know, it was 3-4 years ago, maybe, when they kind of made that playoff push, and Jose Abreu was having like a career year at his age.
He won the MVP.
Yeah,
yeah. And then here we are.
Here we are
and
now.
He sucks too.
Yeah.
What else we got from Josh B?
He goes, when you played to not get hurt, you get hurt.
True.
It is very true, dude. You can't do that. You
Um,
either get hurt or you get thrown out at home plate standing up.
So yeah, and Robert, by the way, free agent 2026. So meaning that he's got 2 years of control, but there is 26, 27 team options. So they did that contract right. But yeah, I would like really demand a high price. And I know, I always look at guys in the Yankees, but tell me, Tony, that wouldn't be a perfect guy to bring in. Dynamic, power, speed.
I like it. Do it.
And you would welcome it.
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Would you give a Beatty for him?
Maybe. Beatty sucks.
Wow. Flipping the script quick.
I mean, it's tough, dude. I think he was batting like 160 in July. They sent him down to AAA. Like
You think Buck scared him?
Maybe.
Yeah. I just expected better. I don't know.
I know. I mean, everyone did. Buck seemed kind of tight about it in the interview. He's like, yeah, it's just things that kind of happen.
He was probably riled
Set him
inside
down,
the
cool
way
him
he
off.
is.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, by the way, too, I don't know if you saw this. Sal Licata, your guy, yesterday,
God.
clamoring for the Yankees this offseason to get Buck.
Really?
It's like one of those things, like you're obviously just saying it to say it. And the best part is before Buck was hired, that was the whole Mary Buckmas thing. Like he's so riled and stuff.
Yeah.
And now he's just completely like changing gears here, like saying that like he's got to go. And I think it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, Sal's kind of a chief, huh?
Yeah. And then Boomer is saying too, they need a tougher manager. What do you think about that?
The Yankees or the
Mets?
I mean, I guess.
Buck still gets tight though, no?
Yeah, Buck still seems kind of tough.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I feel like, he came in pretty hot too. We really whipped players into shape. But yeah, I mean, listen, man, discipline and strictness are always something I would want in a manager for sure.
Percentage he's in the dugout opening day next year.
Oof. I would say honestly close to 50-50, maybe like a 40.
And
60.
you want to see it.
I mean, I would like to see what he does, honestly, yeah, with a team that's actually performing the way they should be. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you would think there'd be a lot of roster turnover too.
Yeah.
Give him one more go around.
Yeah.
I mean, probably would be fair after.
And yeah, I think it would be fair. And it just seems like this will happen with Cohen and everything. Again, it seems like he wants to stay status quo in terms of GM and manager. So
Yeah. And then Stearns in, I would think, anyway.
President of baseball operations.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully, dude.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting.
Oh, wow, Josh B. Don't listen to that station anymore. He said.
It is funny. I feel like there is a big divide. I'm one of the rare, probably me and Ira in Staten Island that goes cross-platform here.
Ira's everywhere, dude.
I wonder if anybody from the company's met Ira.
I don't know, dude. Who I may have met Ira, not even noticed. Just bumped into him in the streets of Staten Island.
Oh man, I think it would be hilarious to meet Ira from Staten Island.
It really would.
And the fact too, I feel like I just remember like when the Jets season is going bad, like Dave talking to him like about going out west to a game. They're 4-10. Ira, tell me that you didn't go to the game last week or whatever. Omar in Brooklyn calls the fans.
Omar, dude.
Omar.
Omar's a funny guy.
Yeah, no, Omar, like he was just actually arguing with Sal about something about like the because he's a big Bills fan. Something about the Jets. I saw a clip of that too. But yeah, Omar is funny. But yeah, just wrapping up this game here. Kind of to really finish this one off, 8th inning, Kyle Higashioka, Yankees' first pinch hit home run of the season, Tony, to left center. When I was watching it, it seemed like an absolute bomb, 415 feet. And then Aaron Judge hitting his second home run since coming off the injured list. So you love to see that. His 21st of the game. And that was it for the scoring there. We mentioned Loizaga holding it down to finish. And just a nice win here. It gives the Yankees an opportunity tonight as Renee coming in hot. Tonight you have the chance to get the series victory here.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it in 1 second. But what did Josh B say?
He says, I do like JJ and Keith. They're pretty good. Turn him on once in a while.
Yeah, honestly, I miss JJ. JJ was the man. I've already asked you. You don't remember SNY, all of that. CeeLo
Green?
Chris Lepresti?
Oh.
Josh B knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, man. I just feel like I can't believe. I guess I get it though, because but you never would be listening to ESPN New York pre-app days, and it's not coming in well,
right?
And then you switch over to the Fan.
I mean, back home.
So that's the service for 98.7 is weak in Staten Island.
No, it's amazing on Staten Island.
Oh, I meant here.
Oh, here,
because the app just came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah, a year ago. I guess. Well, I don't know.
I just remember you guys called in. You called in.
Yeah,
there's a video of you saying, "I'm listening on the app."
Yeah, literally. No, I'm like, I'm from Staten Island. I moved to Connecticut, and the reception here sucks for 98.7. It's honestly kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
how bad it is.
Yeah,
specifically in Fairfield and Bridgeport, and then if you go anywhere else, it's over.
Right,
it's not even listenable.
Yeah,
and it's how does that even work, dude?
Yeah, I don't understand that. The radio frequency.
Isn't it the whole point of Fairfield County that you're in such close proximity to the city?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Yeah. Ridiculous. Josh B says he's 40, grew up on the Fan. There you go. And yeah, he's talking about Keith McPherson. He does some work for the Yes Network, MLB Network too. I don't know if
Keith. Yeah.
You saw him when you were working there.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Did you talk to him or just saw him from a distance type of deal?
From a distance.
So yeah, no, those are some good people. So they've switched hands a bunch of times, different shows, this and that. But obviously ESPN having the leg up, Rick and Dave. How do you beat that?
You can't.
But yeah, so nice to see the Yankees get that win, kind of stay alive for now. But as we talk about every night with them, and especially, it was nice to take advantage of Toronto and Boston losing yesterday.
Love it.
With two tough series coming up on the road, continuing this road trip, you absolutely have to win tonight. And it's interesting. It seems like Severino is going to start this one, but after the game last night, Boone uncommittal in terms of, that aspect. So I do wonder if they go with Randy Vasquez here, if they try an opener and then have Severino be the bulk guy. Obviously I know what you would say, just no matter what, just don't pitch him. And I don't know the rest scenario with Randy Vasquez, but I would love to see him get the start tonight because I think that gives them their best chance to win.
Yeah, I totally agree. What is he on short? You know when
I'm looking it up right now. Mike Clevenger pitching for the White Sox.
Really?
Yeah, let's see here.
Oh god.
Or no,
so another guy who's kind of fallen off.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brian.
Josh B says listening to both you and DR. LOL.
Wow. Talk about the power combo.
I know, dude. That's sick.
That seems like something that we need video of. You know what I mean? Him kind of going back and forth, the radio, our broadcast. This is the best, right? Can you see it or no?
Yes, I can. We can do a live listen in right now if you want.
Should we just see what Dave's talking about right now, or is that your copyright school?
I don't know, dude.
I think my problem, and we were talking about this, me and the guys yesterday during one of the breaks, is I like Daniel Jones a lot. I've been rooting for Daniel Jones. All the intangible stuff, all the leadership off the field stuff, how he, how his personality fits in New York is perfect. And I give him tons of credit for battling through the adversity, the turnovers, all of it, and then coming out on the other side, getting himself paid. My only issue, and maybe it's not an issue, but concern is, and maybe it's not a concern, is Brian Dable and
I thought he was going to say Brian Barnaby.
Kafka.
Brian Barnaby is listening to the show.
Randy Vasquez
Dable,
last pitch 7 days ago.
Okay, let's go. Send him. Do it.
I mean, I really think Josh B, if you could give us your answer here. I think you go Vasquez. I think you skip Severino. You have to win this series. And I know, like we said, dark side, all of that, but I feel like that's just what has to be done.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Don't pitch Sevy. Stupid.
So, and
The
and
doofus
obviously-
himself.
well, that won't ever get old, Tony.
No, I don't think so.
It's just you're gonna need some help here, but I don't know. I guess it's just funny how one game makes such a big difference. But, and I know I'm reaching for it, Tony, but tell me that it doesn't make a difference. You just split with Houston, you win this series, and then somehow if you go in Miami, then you're kind of headed back in the right direction. Or
Yeah, no, I mean it does make a difference, Brian. Winning this series certainly does.
So we'll have to see. Off day Thursday, and then you're gonna face Luzardo, Alcantara, and Perez, with Cole getting the start on Sunday.
Okay.
Before you go to Atlanta, and you might not have to face Ronald Acuna. I don't know if you saw he got hit on a pitch with the elbow.
Yeah, I did see
Any X-ray scenario there? Or
I
no?
think X-rays were negative, I think.
Actually, you're negative, but elbow is tough.
It's really
man.
tough, dude.
And you would think too, with the position that they're in, that they're not going to
sit
rush him.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got an update here for Acuna.
Ronald Acuna. Negative. X-rays.
Do we have a video?
Oh yeah, let's see if we can get a video of you. 6 hours ago, yes.
Kevin Pillar, it's amazing he's still kicking.
Honestly,
Oh, that did not look good.
did not look good. Let's see. Stand by.
Josh B saying, yeah, and Sevy down to fix him. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, dude. Oh,
Wow.
oh, he's tight.
No, there's, or is that just like a armband, right? He doesn't have any type of padding.
No,
on that
yeah, he's
elbow.
got the padding on it.
Oh, I didn't. Okay,
Yeah.
but that was actually kind of weird. I don't know. To me, that was like more forearm.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like he was coming almost like for his back, and he.
Okay.
Yeah.
None of the slow mo gave us.
And it was almost like on the tip edge of the padding too.
I feel like he might have lucked out there, and it's going to be like a day or two, and unfortunately, we're going to have to face him.
I mean, again, X-rays show negative. Oh, that's really good.
So yeah, you would think that's a good sign.
Oh yeah, dude.
You see how Matt Olson has like 40 home runs almost?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Second
in the league?
Yeah.
Wait, who's first? Oh, Shohei. Shohei has 40?
He had 40 a while ago, I thought. Yeah.
So Olson has 39 home runs and 100 RBIs. Dude, how about so he has 39 and 100. Marcelo Zuna has 23 and 51. Albies has 26 and 79. Austin Riley has 26 and 68.
Unbelievable.
Acuna has 26 and 68. And Sean Murphy has 18 home runs.
Sean Murphy.
I feel like he's been struggling, though. Wasn't he hitting over 300?
Yeah, and I feel like he had 18 home runs like a month ago.
Yeah, he's hitting 275.
Shohei
Shohei, 40.
Shohei 40, 83 ribbies,
Peter with 33.
16 stolen bases.
I thought I thought Alonso hit his 34th yesterday. No?
Yeah.
So this isn't updated.
Yeah, it's not updated. I guess as of Fox Sports blowing it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's updated as of probably 2 days,
2 days ago.
Yeah.
But
Wow, Luis Robert.
Robert's up there, yeah.
31 tied with Mookie Betts.
Oh, yes, trivia question. I know you're not going to get it. Last White Sox player to hit
Shohei Jackson.
40 home runs.
Oh, geez. No idea.
No, but it's not that long ago. I'll give you. It's within the last 6 years.
Someone who's still playing now?
No, he's actually working with the Yankees.
Oh.
Yes Network Studio.
Studio.
New edition this year.
Oh, dude, I don't watch the
Fan
Yes Network.
favorite. A lot of talk about where he grew up. He played for the Mets as well. Local.
Yes Network.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta watch the Yes
Home
Network
run
more,
derby
huh?
champion. Like it's like a joke how many times they would mention about where he was from. Like it's in the metropolitan area, New York metro area, a certain place in New Jersey.
Oh wow, New Jersey.
When I say it, you're gonna be so mad that you didn't get this.
Who is it?
Todd Frazier. Tom's River.
Damn, dude, that's right. Someone else was from Tom's River yesterday. They were talking about it on the Mets broadcast.
Unbelievable, Tony.
Yeah, I should have got that one, dude.
But I feel like we're talking about number 34. Good segue. Mets tough. Was it 3-2 yesterday? Loss.
Yeah, 3-2 blew it.
What happened?
The clues. Come on, Tony. He says.
Yeah, I mean, Dave. You think Dave right away? Like he would have just not even let me say it.
Yeah, probably, dude. Todd Frazier, son of a bitch.
But what happens?
Dude, nothing good. Dude. All right, so let's get into it here. All right, so, the Mets, who I picked the Cubs yesterday.
Yeah,
so
very good there.
very good on me. But Cookie Carrasco on the mound actually didn't pitch terribly. His final line I believe was 5 innings. Yeah, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. And again, he was pitching pretty well, at least for the most part. And of course, early on, bottom of the first, Alonso 2-run dinger, with McNeil on base. Love to see that 2-0 early. And you're thinking, all right, the offense is already gelling. As long as Carrasco can keep it, limited here in terms of giving up runs, should be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And Carrasco kind of does that. But then your bullpen guy kind of blows it, and you have no offense for the rest of the game. But literally, I mean, Carrasco was doing pretty well. I mean, he's pitching, through 5 innings. And he had some great sharp movement on some of his, breaking balls and stuff like that. But I think it was the 4th inning. Yeah, 4th inning. Bellinger just off the breaking ball over the middle of the plate, just did not break, and Bellinger just took it so yard, dude. They were literally, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They were talking about it on the broadcast too. Literally, Keith was talking about how, oh wow, like Carlos over here, it's great movement, And then, oh wow, dude, what happened to? Of course, dude. Only when the fucking Mets talk starts.
It's kind of funny though that would happen with Keith. Yeah, I feel like he's, especially at this point, Keith is completely checked out this season, tight. I almost wonder if he's tight that he signed that contract extension, to be honest.
No, he's happy.
He just, I don't know though. You don't think though he comes off as somebody who's grumpy?
I mean, he's an old man.
Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't mean that he has to be grumpy.
No, but he is, and you give it to him because he's an old man.
68, probably.
Yeah, I guess.
Give or take.
Give or take a few. You want to find out?
Yeah.
Let's find out. Fucking Todd Frazier, dude. 69.
You're really that tight though that you missed.
I should have got. Yeah. I really should have got that one.
The picture with Derek Jeter.
Oh, dude, I didn't realize he was doing work for the Yes Network.
Yeah, in studio.
That's crazy. How's he looking? Good.
Good. Yeah. And it's funny too because they tried out, some new guys last year, Beltran and Cam, who are no longer there. I didn't mind Cam either, but Beltran, obviously, everybody. There were so many memes about it. It's like, did you see those last year though, where it would be like, if the Yankees score more than the Dodgers, they'll win the game, like something like that, because he's always stating the obvious, like. And then also the accent that he just didn't have.
Are you talking about Beltran?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was like, dude, what are you doing, dude?
Oh man,
so weird. But anyway, so Bellinger's up, and of course, Gary over here is like, oh, Bellinger is a low ball hitter, so as long as Cookie Carrasco.
Will you really call him Cookie?
No. But as long as Carrasco doesn't leave one, low and away or something, of course, the breaking ball is low and away, just sits there. And, Bellinger's got that swing and it's like, all right, Cubs are on the board 2-1 now. And I knew it was over.
Writing on the wall.
Yeah. And it was tough, dude. Because after that, he goes through 5 innings and again, like
high pitch count.
I don't think it even was, dude. No, 75.
But they just wanted to limit the damage.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, he was give up an RBI double to Gomez in the 5th here, and Morel was on base, dude. He's got some wheels on it. Went to first to home real quick, bro. On a double by Gomez. or Gomes. It is Gomes. And that would tie it up. Carrasco done for the night. And you bring in some of your bullpen guys who did all right, except for Drew Smith, ironically enough, because Bickford comes in for an inning, throws an inning, totally fine. Trevor Gott comes in, inning is a hit, totally fine. Drew Smith comes in, though, last 2 outs, gives up 2 hits, 1 earned run, that being a solo home run by Mike Tauchman.
Former
Yankee legend, dude. And then, on top of that, I mean, you guys didn't score any runs. The Mets, that being, didn't score any runs since the first inning, dude. Literally, McNeil gets on base in the first inning, didn't hitless for the rest of the night. Same thing with Alonso, home run in the first inning, hitless for the rest of the night. Bottom half of the lineup, garbage. No offense. I mean, how you gonna win? You totally blew it. I mean, I feel like it's just a game where, obviously, we know now these games don't really matter. But I mean, you had 2 opportunities for runners in scoring position, just 2.
You think they're not trying?
I don't know. I mean, Alonso seems to be trying,
but like
some of these young guys being brought up are trying. Narvaez isn't trying.
Yeah, joke that
he's a joke, dude.
Yeah.
Vogelback, I don't think he's really trying. Almonte's looking good in right field, but struggling at the plate.
Almonte?
Yeah, dude.
New guy he used to be on the Cubs, right?
Yeah. Old guy, old. I don't even know how old he is, dude. He's got to be.
Oh, he's 34.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, Abraham Almonte.
Yeah. So, like, why is he playing even? Yeah, it's right field making good plays.
It really comes back to Cashman with that player. Why is this person playing?
He's 34 years old. He's not going to be on this team next year. He's not going to be playing.
And I know, we, I know we have this conversation all the time, but does it just come back to the service time?
I guess I don't.
Or do they have this thing in their head, like this guy has to have this many at bats, this many games in the minors, has to reach the major leagues at this point, and we can't rush him?
I think there's certainly a number they're looking to achieve in terms of at bats, and then in terms of we want to see him have this number at bats, and when he gets to this number of bats, he also must have this amount of hits to be brought up or something. It has to be something that specific, because there's really no reason why. I mean, you look at go to SNY's Instagram page. For the past week, it's just been only minor league stuff.
I heard
dude.
about that.
Just minor league stuff, dude. Because it's why they're not even showing Mets stuff anymore.
Anything from Luis Angel.
I know, first at bat last night, I think he had an RBI single.
Wow.
So it's yeah.
And do we have a highlight of his swingers? Do we have did he hit a home run for the?
He definitely. I don't think so.
No. Oh, okay.
Maybe not.
But it's I know it seems kind of rushed, but if I were the Mets right now, I would have him playing in the major leagues.
No home runs yet.
So, okay, 222, but he's only had 27 at bats. But I don't believe in that there is such a thing as bringing anybody up too early.
No, especially now. There's really no problem. There's no issue. What's the problem?
You would be so excited to watch these Mets games. Him in the lineup, Mauricio in the lineup, Vassell on the mounds.
Yeah, dude.
That would change everything.
Yeah, it would.
And for them too, obviously I know Cohen, whatever money, but it's attendance would definitely go up. The attendance has to be in the shitter the rest of the season.
Anyone is really hyped to see Abraham Almonte.
Oh, and you know what this just reminded me of?
What?
I think you'll be somewhat hyped, and I'm mad at myself. It just early, forgot it was in my other car. Got a couple surprises for you. Studio editions, courtesy of Al yesterday.
No kidding.
Yeah, not gonna say anything. But I just want to make sure, I'm not sure if he's watching right now, but thanks again, Al. Tony's gonna love it. I'll do my best to not forget tomorrow. I'll just put it in my car. This way it's there.
Right. The laptop.
Yeah, the laptop. Yeah. But you're gonna be pumped, honestly.
All right, I'm excited.
Yeah. So that's actually
how does he have access?
I don't know.
You know somebody?
He didn't tell me.
You didn't say anything?
No,
you didn't ask any questions.
He just said
this is an exchange.
This for Tony.
And you don't ask any questions.
Sure, you guys could use it in the studio. And I was like, oh, thanks so much, man. He's gonna love this. So the little hype out of you tomorrow.
Let's go. Okay, there we go.
Kind of
I'm
to
excited, dude.
counteract, I guess. Some of
Yeah,
the,
there's too much Yankee shit in here.
I mean, there's not too much Yankee shit, but I really do like this hat, though.
It's the cat, dude.
You
You want to wear it?
No, and I think too, it's like too small for me. I'm like, I was just talking about this with John last night. I feel like I'm like 7 5/8, like comfortable.
That's
like,
crazy.
Could squeeze into a 7 1/2, 7 1/4, whatever. Way too tight.
Yeah.
What about you?
7 3/4.
Oh, so you're saying I just said 7 5/8. Isn't 5/8 like basically the same?
No,
thing?
I think the next one up is 7. 7. It would be 7/8. Would be the
No, what I'm
next.
saying. So we have like basically give or take, Tony, like around the same head
Right,
size.
right,
Wait,
yeah.
you know, because the way you said it was like I had some like.
Well, because like a size up for me is like that's because like I gotta order fitted hats online. They don't have that in stock. That size, dude. So sometimes you look at them like 7. Are you sure 7 3/4?
And I don't know if it was like this for you, but I feel like growing up, fitted hats were like so cool. Like it's like, oh my god, like for Little League, like we could wear fitted hats. Like this is awesome. And now it's like I feel like we've gone back to like a snapback. Is
okay. Wrap up soon. That's what Renee was saying.
Oh no, I didn't hear from here. Tony.
Yeah.
But now like the snapback, I feel like is the cooler hat. No.
Yeah, it's actually funny you mentioned that because I've been wearing my Mets fitted hat, and people love it. So I think people are yearning for the fitted hat again, dude.
Manny in the building.
Manny's hyped in the building.
But Tony, time for some picks. What do we got? Are you going Mets? Are you back to the Mets?
I don't know. Dude, David Peterson on the mound tonight, dude. I mean, have a chance to win the series. Kyle Hendricks,
contact pitcher. Alonso could go deep again.
Yeah, but David Peterson could give up 7.
Cody Bellinger.
Honestly, dude. I know he's been doing well, but again, like, you got to assume bullpen. I'll give me the Cubs again.
Wow.
Give me the Cubs again. It's like first time ever picking Cubs. I
think you're riled. You want another Sakura dinner.
Honestly, yeah, I'm going for the win, baby. Let's go. No, we're going bowling. Ryan.
Oh, yeah, bowling.
Okay.
With Sakura, though. Why not? Tied in. Rainy day.
Oh, wow. Really, dude? All right, fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Peterson, maybe he'll go 3 innings, give up 1 earned run, but I mean, the bullpen for the rest of the game, it's just not going to happen, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Buck lets Peterson go a little longer because his last bullpen start, 3 innings, and it's like Dave Peterson can go longer than that.
Yeah.
Like,
what are we doing?
Like, why? Yeah, just whatever, dude. But give me the Cubs here. I'll say, I don't know, 5-2.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Vasquez gets the start for the Yankees. And like he's done all of his starts this year, I think gets the job done, maybe 5 2/3, scoreless, 8 strikeouts. And I think Judge hitting his 22nd home run of the year, Giancarlo Stanton his 18th. Clay Holmes, I believe it would be like his 22nd save, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's a nice, tidy 6-3 victory over the White Sox.
Wow, you like that, huh?
Yeah, off day, go to Miami, and hopefully, it's been a tough season, fellas, but with that off day in Miami, let's take it easy. Michael K on the broadcast talking about like playing some card game, like the whole crew with Meredith yesterday on the broadcast. I don't know.
Really?
I forgot what card game he was saying.
Wow.
But he was like getting real into it.
That's pretty good. Good for him, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it's a tight-knit bunch over there at the Yes Network.
So I'm gonna go back to the well again here. I don't know if you saw last night. Rangers won 6-1 against the A's. I know, typical, whatever. But Max Scherzer, what did I say he would do?
What was the line?
7 innings, 1 earned run.
How many Ks?
I gotta check.
Probably like 4 Ks, 4 walks.
2 walks, 6 Ks.
Okay. All right.
So
all out.
Dude, come on. Anyway, I guess I'll go back,
Monty.
dude. Yeah, Monty. You love Monty against the A's. How do you not, dude? Monty, 7 innings, 1 earned run, 10 Ks. Rangers win 5-1. Let's go.
Speaking of going back to the well, give me the Dodgers again.
Wow.
Squeaked one out over the D-backs last night.
Squeaked it.
Bobby Miller, been a theme on this show, going up against Merrill Kelly. I think there's gonna be a lot of strikeouts in this one. So low scoring game. End of the day, though, Dodgers 3-1. Mookie Betts, 31st home run of the season. Unbelievable what power he generates. You see him in the home run derby. Seems like he can't hit a home run to save his life, but he's up there with the league leaders. Just such a good all-around player. Really just kind of like I feel like almost like saved the Dodgers in a sense. Like I don't know where they would be if they didn't have Mookie Betts. I know there's a lot of talented players on
Honestly,
that team,
dude.
but a lot of guys that came through there, left, like Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. And here we are, and Mookie Betts with that 13-year deal,
Yeah.
paying dividends. So the Dodgers taking that one.
I think the Dodgers are doing pretty well, dude.
Dodgers Rangers World Series possibly.
That'd be kind of sick, honestly.
Better team, Dodgers Rangers.
Dodgers.
Scherzer, tough spot.
I know, as much as you would probably like to pitch against his former team.
Game 7, who's winning? Scherzer versus Bobby Miller, World Series.
Oh wow, Scherzer. Honestly, Bobby Miller, dude,
Throwing heat,
come on,
high and tight.
I don't know.
Matt Harvey, increased velocity.
I think he'll be kind of nervous, dude. I think I'm gonna go with the Reds tonight against Miami. Johnny Cueto, I mean, is just someone who's pitching for Miami, and I just feel like
He's too old.
Yeah, he's just too old. 37 years old. He shouldn't be pitching. I understand it's the Reds. And then someone in Graham Ashcraft, who we've seen step up to the plate numerous times this season, specifically against the Mets. Let's go, dude. I'd say Reds in a tight one, 3-0.
This one is too easy, but we're about winning, baby.
Too easy.
Braves.
Too easy.
Max
think?
Fried versus
I don't know, dude.
Priester. Have you ever heard of this guy on the Pirates?
Priester, no. Quinn?
Is it Quinn?
I've heard the name before. I don't know if let me see.
And
Quinn Priester, yeah.
Okay.
6'3", 210, 22 years old, right-hander.
Not the best ERA in the world.
No, but just pitched 4 innings against Milwaukee a few days ago, 3 earned runs. Before that, Philly, 5 innings, 5 earned runs. Before that, San Diego, 5 1/3, 4 earned runs. Before that, Cleveland, 5 1/3, 7 earned runs.
Fried 6 scoreless. Sean Murphy
Fucking 10 home runs.
hitting for the
dude.
cycle.
Yeah.
Matt Olson, 40th home run of the season. Braves 8, Pirates 1.
It's a good pick, dude. I missed that one.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, because you're usually big on the Braves.
I love the Braves.
Are the Braves better than Dodgers?
Yeah. Pound for pound?
And Texas or no?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just hope we find a way to get back in the mix.
By the way, if it's Game 7, Kershaw, Dodgers.
No, well, but you know how sometimes it just doesn't line up that way.
Right, but sometimes sometimes it does. So if it's Kershaw, Scherzer, Kershaw, lights out, gone, sayonara, Brian.
What's your philosophy on 3 days rest? Worth it?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely, you should be ready to go, dude.
But remember last year, Bieber didn't want to go on 3 days rest. Guardians lost that Game 5 to the Yankees. He's on the 60 IL. They're probably not going to make the playoffs.
Right.
Got to take advantage of situations when they're in front of you.
No, I totally agree, but I think Kershaw is someone who's like 3 days rest. Give it to me.
Oh,
now.
and you see also
Let's go,
McClanahan out for the season, most likely.
Wait, really?
Yep.
No, I did not see that.
Rays, every pitcher done. I mean, Aaron Savali is gonna be what, the 2 starter at this
Dude,
point?
Aaron Savale, dude.
Toast.
That's brutal.
Renee is raring to go.
Yeah.
It looks like she is a knife. I don't. Geez, I better stay away.
Yeah, you should stay away.
How riled are you for your bagel, dude?
Dude, I am so hungry right now. It's kind of ridiculous.
I actually might get country cow after this. Honestly.
Really?
Like trying not to,
Dude.
Starving.
Their bacon is so good, dude. I'm kind of tired of their sausage situation though.
No need for sausage.
No, there is a need for sausage. Okay, and it's kind of ridiculous that you're trying to throw Italian sausage on my egg and cheese. Like,
But I feel like, all right, because what is it? It just what's the breakfast? It's just called breakfast sausage, I guess.
yeah, sure, I guess so.
But I'm saying versus Italian, like
Yeah,
it's like
Italian
Jack
sausage
Link's.
is like
I know, like that's not the best.
you got
version of
the
it.
yeah, but Italian sausage obviously you have the casing around. It's a little tougher. You have the I forget fennel. There's fennel in the sausage too. Like I don't want fennel.
Yeah,
I don't even like fennel to begin with, dude.
yeah. Maybe think because of the casing. Last question before Renee's ready here. Dutchmacher hot dog. Have you ever had one?
No, never. Where is
it has
that?
the casing. I think they just sell them in like Stop and Shop, but it's like
Really?
supposed to be a premium brand type of hot dog. My uncle James, fellow Mets fan,
Love it.
always was big on those, like grilling them. Really good hot dog, honestly. But you have to take the casing off, which was interesting because, like, I don't know, hot dogs, you don't usually think of the casing being on.
Yeah, you do. Wow, that must be, I guess, a quality dog.
German hot dog.
Yeah.
So Can't beat a good dog.
You really can't beat a good dog. I can have a couple hot dogs right now, I think.
Me too. But you know what's? I feel like you're tight. Like you would rather have. Would you rather have a hot dog with ketchup or a hot dog with the works and chili and bacon?
Oh wow, with chili on it. And
But
stuff.
like, or just nicely toasted bun, a
Just
little bit of ketchup. Seems like that's.
I mean, with the work, like a chili dog is much different, dude.
Yeah.
But I would. I mean, if I'm having just one, I could probably go chili dog.
Yeah.
But if there's like 5 in front of me, I'll
But
probably
a hot dog, especially, give me the works, give me the chili, give me the cheese, give me the bacon, the sauerkraut, the relish. Tony.
Yeah, I don't normally like. I don't. The works isn't chili. It would be like ketchup, mustard, sauerkraut, and onions.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the onions.
The onions, dude.
Great stuff. So we're all looking forward to eating, Tony. That's for sure.
That is for sure.
Anything else you wanted to mention on the way out other than Craig O shot 8:30?
Craig shot at 8:39. Also, I didn't know. It's Fred mentioned this yesterday, but over the weekend, I think, or on Monday, I don't know if you heard about Eric Carlson.
Yes, dude. I'm actually glad that you mentioned that.
To the Penguins.
So the roster keeps getting older
and older. I know, but I mean, hey, man, they're not going to be getting any younger, obviously.
Right.
And they're not going to try. Like, they don't want to give away Crosby or Malkin, so it's just like.
I don't know, but that's just one of those things. I feel like you're asking for it with the age. Like, how are you not bringing anybody younger? I mean, other than Jake Gensel,
I know,
you don't have
dude.
anybody. And he's not, isn't he like 28, 29?
Yeah. But even so, I mean, hockey's a little different with that sort of thing. I think, Malkin and Crosby are not slowing down.
Yeah, but are the Penguins a playoff team? If Carlson's healthy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who their goalie is. Casey DeSmith.
Tristan Jarry.
Oh, Jarry. Okay, Jarry's
Casey
healthy.
DeSmith. I think they traded away for Carlson.
Oh, he was part of the Carlson deal.
Yeah.
And did you see? Was any money absorbed or
from his contract?
Yeah.
Like,
because I would think, how could Pittsburgh have the cap space? Because remember, Carlson was making like $13 million or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's look it up real quick.
Renee, we're coming. We're coming.
Oh, it's not until 8:45, 7:45 rather.
She said wrap it up though.
Yeah, I know.
Tight.
San Jose, dude. Sunday, Pittsburgh chasing Carson for a while. GM Toronto Maple Leafs last season. Failure in the process. Come on, dude. Just give me the breakdown here. He was 33 years old. And had 4 years, $11.5 million on average per year left on his contract. Had been inconsistent for previous 4 seasons, whatever, dude. Come on, dude. The Sharks were steadfast in retaining as little as Carlson's contract as possible, well short of the maximum 50%. So, all right, let's see. Oh, wait, no, dude. Of course, it could have been as simple as swapping Petrie and Granlund and premium sweeteners, like a first-round pick for Carlson and some retention from the Sharks. The money basically works. Had a 15-team no-trade clause with wow, it's kind of crazy. This guy that they traded, Petrie, had a 15-team no-trade clause, which included the Sharks. That's crazy, dude. But they ended up trading him anyway. Dude, just give me the Penguins had until Friday afternoon and Sunday to acquire wave player. Granlund. Come on, dude. Okay, first round pictures for Carlson, especially for the amount that they were willing to retain, which ended up being just 13% or $1.5 million.
Oh, so Pittsburgh's still paying him like 9.5.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
That is crazy. They're paying him 9.5 to not play. Sorry, Pittsburgh is paying him. They're paying.
Yeah,
is paying 1.5 to not play. Yeah.
Which is
it's still like, that's crazy.
You know what's interesting? I'm surprised he didn't just comment this on the sports board, but Jay saying Hard Knocks was great. Salah had an awesome speech about crows and hawks.
Okay. Crows and hawks.
I thought you were hyped for Hard Knocks.
No, I'm so hyped that I'm glad. I was gonna say it with Jay to watch it, but it was too late.
Yeah, I was just trying to finish up the Yankee game, go to bed, so get to watch it. But I definitely will watch it like next couple days.
Yeah. No, it's the plan. Screen time Friday. We're talking about it.
Really?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So that's good stuff. But wow, we came in early, often, hot, and here we are wrapping it up. Yet another show of the Sports Board.
What a great show, Brian.
What a great show. What a great life. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. And of course, shout out to the company. And we encourage everybody to continue to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee in costume, the merch at downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees.
Go Mets.
And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.